Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. This is my cat Merlot. This is his window seat. Oh, that's my cat. He's my little baby. He is always on the channel. Come say hi, Boo Bear. I put this window seat up. What the hell? My name is Ella, and I like to post videos just pertaining to my life. Things I like to do. A lot of shopping vlogs, taking random quizzes online, reacting to things, playing games. Whenever I feel like posting, I post. Funny story, actually. I was trying to figure out like a way to brand my stuff. I was like, ooh, maybe I should make like a logo or like an intro for my videos and like fix my YouTube channel. But it was like, that's just not me. And I just am such an informal person. My vibe is very much like chill, just posting vlogs, my days. I never want anyone to feel like I'm not relatable because I'm just like everybody else. Last video, my vlogging trip made a lot of views, more than usual. I never get that many views. So yeah, I'm going to maybe start switching to some long form content. Most of my vlogs were usually under 10 minutes, but this one I posted was over 10 minutes. So it seems like people really enjoyed that and kind of enjoyed me going about, talking about different things. Today we're getting up close and personal. So today I kind of wanted to be a little sit down video and just chill vibes. We're just talking about what's been going on in my life. We're just gonna be doing our nails together. If you want to do your nailies together, you don't have to be a girl or boy, it doesn't matter. It could be anyone. If you want to sit down and come do your nails with each other and pretend like we're on FaceTime. Okay. I picked this green color. Give my nails a break from press-ons because I like to do press-ons for 2 weeks and then just regular nail polish for 2 weeks and like switch back and forth to let my kind of natural nails grow back out and thicken. Can you not knock that over, please? Oh, this is by OPI, and this is a base coat, top coat, and strengthener. My mom gave it to me, so I'm not sure where she got it from. Recently, I went to the psychiatrist. Well, here's what happened. I used to have a psychiatrist, but then for some reason, I got an email one day saying he wasn't with the company anymore, and they didn't say why, but they just said he's no longer with us, and I had to schedule with a new psychiatrist. Which I was like, awesome, great, someone new I have to explain all my craziness to. That can be really traumatic, reliving some certain things. And I really liked my psychiatrist guy. He was super, super nice. We had a lot of good things in common. He was just always really nice. And what I was not aware of was she was gonna diagnose me right then and there, on the spot. So I was not really expecting that on just a casual Tuesday morning, being diagnosed. I was not ready for that. They just ask you a bunch of questions about your mental health, how you're doing. I mean, I think it was about 30 minutes of questions. And she was typing a whole lot on her computer. She would ask me a question, she'd be like,
so how's your eating habits?
I'd be like, oh, like blah, 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 and then she'd
like type away. Ended up diagnosing me with major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder. So yeah, that was really interesting, and it was almost a little shocking. And I told my therapist this is kind of one of the most healthiest places I've ever been in my life, to be honest. But it just felt like I was doing so well, and it almost felt like a setback. But now you're saying I have major depressive disorder, and I was just really confused. It was kind of overwhelming. I didn't know what it meant. I had never heard of it before. But like I was saying about my therapist, I went and talked to him and kind of, you know, he's with the same company. So he said that he's not very sure if that's accurate, the diagnosis, because he's been working with me for a hot minute now, almost a year. His professional opinion is he doesn't think I have that, and I actually did a lot of Googling, and it turns out a lot of people can get misdiagnosed for major depressive disorder because there's an underlying issue that stems from something else. And I have been struggling with being able to focus and pay attention in class, and I had always believed that I had ADHD. And I haven't been officially diagnosed for ADHD because it's $800 where I am through the company that I'm with. And I don't have $800. So it can be really difficult for people to find those resources. Yeah, I've had people tell me I don't have it and that I'm just faking it, and it's like, all of my friends have ADHD and they've all told me I probably do. Therapist believes I do, and my old psychiatrist also believed I did, and he was helping put me on something since I didn't have a formal diagnosis. I couldn't be put on the actual medication, but he did help find other medications that I can take along with my usual one that would maybe help. A lot of people don't really talk about how difficult the process is, getting a diagnosis and going on medication, finding a medication that fits you. And some did, some didn't, some helped a little bit. It's just really hard because then you're taking this medication that maybe makes you sleepy in class or makes you not so hungry anymore, and now everything's thrown off on top of maybe something stressful you have going on. Now I'm going in with my color. I just put my base on. My nails are all shiny. Now I'm gonna put this on like the tips. This kind of takes a lot of concentration. It's basically just a French tip. So this is what it's gonna end up looking like little French tips. Oh. So lately I have been really stressed out from like money. It can be really hard as a college student and in this economy. I haven't been on TikTok for a while now, in case y'all also follow me on there. That's because I started receiving a lot of hate. But yeah, I started getting just a bunch of random hate from these random accounts. Then I started getting anonymous text messages. It went from, okay, whatever, people are hating me, to, oh my god, I'm in danger. Went from 0 to 100 very fast. Figured it's just an app, and I know it was one of my favorite things to do, was make videos on there because they're a lot more short form, you know, and I really enjoyed just being able to share my just day-to-day life. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, it was a little upsetting having to leave that creative outlet, but I think it's for the better, and I would rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so I finished this hand. My little thummy thumb, super cute. I'm gonna have to go in with some more color after it dries. Go back to your window seat. Go back to your window seat. Lately, I've been struggling with self-doubt and self-confidence, especially in my intelligence. I've always been a pretty intelligent person, and I'm okay with admitting that. And I kind of like created this personality that I was the smart one in every setting I was in. You know, that's who I was. That's who I saw myself as. And then I started making some pretty low grades in my classes for the very first time, and I started to feel dumb. I felt like I wasn't enough, and that I actually wasn't smart, and that I was just faking it this whole time, and that I was actually really dumb. I just messed up my nail. It was like I was having like a midlife crisis, but I'm 21. That was really hard. Still kind of struggling with that, especially like every test I take, I think I'm gonna fail now, and I think I'm not smart. Lately, I've been doing really well, and I've kind of been bouncing back from all of it. Now I have that doubt there that I never used to have, which is perfect, great, just what I needed. Just what I needed. This is looking a little janky. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this hand does not look as good as this one because I'm right-handed, so then this one just looks really bad, but hopefully I can fix it somehow. Hopefully. Ooh, this is scary. Dream, dream, dream. I don't know what else to talk about now. Lately, I've been thinking about if I want kids and when I'll get married by. Because I am getting older, and I think it's realistic to go ahead and just start thinking, you know, like, what if I do meet someone that I want to marry? That does end up happening. Would I want kids? And honestly, I've kind of been like really 50-50 about it. I've had a lot of people put a lot of pressure on me, especially as a woman. Because then it's like, oh, your parents want grandkids. And I hate not giving that to them because I think it's such a unique experience to be a grandparent. But at the same time, it is my body and my choice. And if I want kids, then I'll have them. But if I don't have to. I'm kind of just up in the air about it. Like, I have a feeling I will end up being a mom because I am have a nurturing side. But right now, I'm kind of just up in the air about it. Like, if I meet someone I really like, that I really want to marry one day, and they want kids, I'm open. But if I marry someone, they're like, I don't want kids, I'm not really against it, and I don't really care. I think there's a lot of discourse right now, just society, about kids, especially with the Roe versus Wade being overturned, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. Because I remember in my philosophy class, we actually went over Roe versus Wade, and we went over all those Supreme Court rulings. And Roe versus Wade literally says in it that after the 3rd trimester, they can't abort the baby. And then you have people now saying, oh, like they're just taking the baby out and just killing it. It's not, nobody's doing that. Nobody's going through the whole birthing process, the whole 9 months of pregnancy, and then deciding, I don't want it anymore. And then the doctor's like, okay, and kills it. That's not how it works. It's really upsetting that that propaganda type of stuff is being spread, because it's just not how it works at all. And then now there's this 6-week ban. I can't remember if what state it's in. Probably Florida, which really sucks. I think it's in. I'm not sure. Don't fact check me on that. 6 weeks to find out if you're pregnant and decide to abort it. Which, if you ask me, is not enough time. Personally, women, we only have our period every 4 weeks. So that's 2 weeks left to decide if you want to abort it or not. I'm sorry, but that's a big life decision. It's just so unrealistic. Like, we don't have 2 weeks to just decide if we want to uproot our life. Do I want to go through 9 months of pregnancy? Does the father want to be a part of that? How am I going to afford this? How am I going to afford the abortion? You know how expensive an abortion is? Figure out where's the baby going to live. Even more further, saying that if it's a minor, something happens, then they're like, they want them to give birth. I'm sorry, but absolutely not. A 10-year-old is not old enough to carry out a baby to term. That's just ridiculous, especially in like ectopic pregnancies where the woman is actually in jeopardy of losing her life because of the baby. I would really hope someone would save my life. I'm sorry, but I'm not dying, and I don't think that's wild to say. Not fun times we live in right now. We should all just leave everyone alone. How about that? Why can't we just all leave each other alone? And you vibe, I vibe. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, you don't tell me what to do. Boom. That's how I want the world to go. So now I'm gonna go in with my top coat, and that'll be my last step, and then I'll have to wait for them to dry, which they always take a really long time to dry. Oh, I thought I got all my base ones, okay, but these are the nailies, all finished and done. I think they turned out pretty cute. Thanks for sitting down with me and having this talk. Kind of got a little deep, I'm not gonna lie. But thanks for sticking around if you watched to the very end. And if you have any suggestions for any other video ideas or topics you maybe want to hear me talk about or actually like do research on, I've been thinking of maybe making a video where I sit down and do my makeup and talk in depth about a topic with like resources and stuff to back it up, and citations and stuff like that. If you're interested in seeing that, comment down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Or if you want to see more from me, maybe think about subscribing and just hitting that little red button down there. Just giving a little clicky click. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. And like always, have a good day, have a good week, have a good year, have a good life.